Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the NBC Watertown YouTube channel for girls high school basketball, presented as always by the Bob Johnson Auto Group, as well as our friends up at Evans Mills Raceway Park, the Northern Lights drive-through light show up until the end of the holiday season, and CCOM Credit Union presenting tonight's matchup between the Alexandria Purple Ghosts and the host Beaver River Beavers. Connor Lalone alongside Ron Rockwood as we get underway from Lewis County. Our first foray down here in Lewis County this season.
The land of the Beaver.
It is. And the Beavers will look to improve on their 1-1 record to start the evening against Alexandria, who's 2-2. And immediately the Purple Ghosts trying to push the tempo. Sincerity DeAnge the other way for the Ghosts. Quick three from the far corner. That's off the front iron and out from Peyton Breidenbaker. Copenhagen. Beaver River trying to go the other way. Still locked in from last week.
Should be a good matchup here tonight. Got some clear strengths from each side. Beaver River seems to have quite a bit of size inside. DeAnge looks like she could be tough to guard up top, so this should be a good matchup.
Certainly a very capable player. The few times we've seen Alexandria the last couple of seasons, one to watch out for sure. Beaver River the other way. That's Ella St. Croix. She's going to draw the foul underneath.
That one went on DeAnge. One quick foul early in the first minute.
59 seconds into the game. And the Purple Ghosts pick up the first foul. Inbound pass taken away, though. Steal for Sierra Fasshauer. Alexandria the other way. DeAnge, top of the arc, doubled there. They back off the coverage. Just Lehman now. Off the screen. DeAnge picked up her dribble here in the near corner, right in front of us. Able to get it away. Breidenbaker, top of the arc. Picked up her dribble. Out to the near side. Pass does work its way out to Faith Watson. Watson running out of time. Shot clock's going to expire on him.
Great defense on this end.
Stifling.
Just clogging up those passing lanes. Had nowhere to go with the ball. I'm going to try my best to be unbiased tonight. I had all these girls as students a few years ago. I'm going to try to call it down the middle.
Lehman off the screen. Bounce pass into the paint, turning. Thought about the shot, Rogie. Then throws it up, draws the foul underneath. So two coming up for Hannah Rogie at the line. Two early fouls on the Purple Ghosts. Second free throw, no good either.
Still can't break the seal on that score.
Jump ball. And Alexandria will keep it. Breidenbaker over half court. Mid-range shot from Watson, no good, and rebounded and controlled by Rogie. Beaver River the other way. Floater with the right hand won't go for Bennett.
Hands inside.
Second chance, though, here for Beaver River. Knight. Back out, Bennett. Bennett. Free throw line extended into the paint for Rogie. Rogie lost the handle.
Knight will put it up.
Mid-range shot won't go. Rebounded by Sierra Fasshauer for the Purple Ghosts. Alexandria now with Sincerity DeAnge. Bounce pass to Watson. Watson guarded tightly here on the near side by St. Croix. Pass into the paint, taken away. Deflection from Rogie. Beaver River the other way. Up top, St. Croix. Out to the far side for Bennett. Bennett against Breidenbaker. Now back out, St. Croix up top against DeAnge. Driving in, lost the handle, taken away, and then a foul whistled as Breidenbaker tried to go in transition.
Yeah, Bennett got her hand on the wrist. Really good defense on both ends of the court. A lot of ball movement, but nobody can get to the hole. And when Beaver River's gotten it inside, hands all over the ball. It's been excellent defense. 3 minutes in, still scoreless.
No score. Deange trying to change that, driving into the paint, through a lot of contact. Clean block is the whistle. No whistle, I guess. No call. Mike Kogut springs into action to protect our power cord plugged into the wall down there. I think that's what he's doing, making sure we...
I think he just wanted you to call his name.
Beaver
There's
River.
a move inside. Nice move. Lehman.
Great work to get to the rack.
Freshman starter. She quick.
Reese Lehman with the left hand. First points of the game for either team. 2-0 the lead here, just about halfway through the first quarter. Pass underneath intended for Fasauer was taken away. St. Croix with the steal, and she'll carry over half court for Beaver River. Bounce pass to Lehman with a mid-range shot. That was blocked. Rebound Fasauer. Breidenbaker got her hands in the way there. Yeah, timeout called.
Interesting spot for
Purple
a timeout.
Ghosts.
Let's see something he didn't like.
Yeah, certainly, the game's not out of control. It's 2-0.
Strange spot bringing the ball up the court, and you call timeout at half court.
4:03 to go in the opening quarter. Alexandria with their first timeout. It'll be their basketball down to our left-hand side, right in front of the scorer's table.
Coach Coach Adams during the timeout. Got to think she was drawing up something for the offensive end. She's got to be happy with the defense so far. But got to find something that works on the offensive end.
The edge pass deflected underneath by Rogie and out of bounds. Watson to inbound. Out to Edgar, and that was deflected out of bounds. Still Purple Ghost basketball. Shot clock down to 11 for him here. Watson. Quick inbound to Edgar. All the way around up top. Breidenbaker back over to Edgar. Abby Edgar lost the handle briefly. Able to corral the loose ball. Gets it out to DeAnge.
Another shot clock. That's twice. What great defense. They didn't have a clue that was running out.
Both times now it seemed like they just lost track of the 30-second clock. Lehman.
Knight for a triple.
Just short. Lehman offensive rebound. Back up top. St. Croix swings it all the way around. Bennett in the corner.
Working that pivot foot.
Jump ball again. No, timeout called before that. So Beaver River with a 30-second timeout there first to avoid the jump ball and keep the possession arrow. They would have kept the ball there, but can save that for the next one.
Man, rough start here for scoring. Not a lot to talk about, other than only so much you can say about good defense, and there's been plenty of it.
Both teams have been, hasn't been a lot of steals or blocks. It's just been solid defense preventing good looks, and neither team really able to do much on the offensive end of the court. Beaver River trying to change that. Rogie driving in.
Yeah, so get back
Called
to the
for
line.
the travel.
Oh, I guess not.
Certainly some contact. Could have been a foul. They're going to get it for the walk before that.
That's some pretty sticky D. They might have decided let's just let them play tonight.
Long two, or was it a three? No good either way. Offensive rebound taken out of the hands of Abby Edgar, and then Beaver River ended up with it. Jump ball, I think, was the whistle there.
Yeah, that was the call. I think she had a foot on the line, but it doesn't matter.
Lehman over half court, picked up by Breidenbaker. Dishing back out to St. Croix into the paint. And St. Croix all the way back around. Good ball movement here from Beaver River, trying to create something offensively. Dribbling in and then losing the handle was Aaliyah Bennett. Ball out of bounds. Beaver River will keep it with 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Well, that's a stack way out by the three-point line.
Inbound for Rogie was deflected by Fassour. She was the last one to touch it, so Beaver River will keep it. 8 seconds now on the shot clock. Something to make sure they stay aware of. Seen Alexandria called for a couple of shot clock violations.
She better get it in. Oh, nice pass.
Great feed to find Lehman on the inbound, and it's 4-0.
Easy to say Lehman leading all scorers with 4 since those are the only points on the board.
Comes up with a steal, and Lehman the other way. Good bounce
Nice
pass to
dish
find
to
Bennett. Underneath, out of bounds. DeAnge, she came up with a steal, but had a foot on the line. St. Croix to inbound. Gets it out to the near side. Bennett, too strong. Another fight for the loose ball and another jump ball. This time, it'll favor the Purple Ghosts.
At this pace, Beaver River might have enough on the board to win it.
Alexandria looking for their first bucket.
Double dribble.
Whistle goes against Ryland Bain, who's checked in for Alexandria. Lehman. Hassled
good
by
hands.
Breidenbaker. Steal Alexandria. Peyton Breidenbaker comes up with it.
Picked her pocket clean. Ooh.
No whistles there as DeAnge drives into the paint, draws the foul underneath. One of those.
I feel like she's seen enough of the 0 on the board. She's going to take matters into her own hands. Not sure what they're talking about here. Maybe who would call the foul?
Foul on the floor, not on the shot.
Called it on, I believe, Lehman. I think he said 1.
Bennett will come out.
Murphy in.
Tessa Murphy in for Beaver River. DeAnge up top. Breidenbaker. Had Edgar in the corner. Now Breidenbaker in this near corner. Skip pass to the free throw line. Long 2 off the right-hand side. Rogie
Nice
saved
save.
it. And here's Murphy the other way. Looking up ahead for Lehman. All out of play.
DeAnge in the right spot. Couldn't control it, but no. Send her into the bleachers to get the ball. And Lehman comes out with it.
Beaver River will come out with possession. St. Croix looking to inbound. Does get it in. Knight, top of the arc. Emily Knight. Back out to Murphy. Now St. Croix picked up by DeAnge at the top of the arc. Passing to Rogie in the post. Rogie trying to cut to the basket, creates some space and gets the bucket to fall. 6-0. And Beaver River just over a minute away from putting up a first quarter shutout. DeAnge trying to change that. Lost the handle. Steal for St. Croix, and then the foul against Alexandria.
They have clearly frustrated Alexandria here in this first quarter. Just solid defense. Can get nothing going in that half court.
Rogie out. And Malia Leindecker in for Beaver River. Lehman lost the handle. And it is taken away by Watson eventually out of that scrum. Breidenbaker here in the near corner. Picked up her dribble, gets it out to Bain. Bain back out into the corner for Breidenbaker. 3-second call.
Wow. See just about every possible way to turn the ball over down here. Shot clocks, 3 seconds.
And no
Just
buckets.
No buckets.
6-0. Beaver River with the lead. Leindecker thought about the shot.
Cross
Skip pass to Murphy. Murphy back out.
Knight, bang.
Long 2 for Emily Knight.
16 seconds from that shutout. Let's see if they can pull it off.
Watson, too tall. A lot of contact there. Bain's going to go back and pick the ball up for Alexandria.
Not sure why that's not an over and back. Beaver River never had possession of that. I'm not sure why that wasn't Beaver River ball.
Well, there was no whistle. And Bennett got back up quick, so.
It's an interesting call, or no call. I think Salmon watched it bounce so many times he forgot who threw it.
Either way.
Interesting first quarter.
Yeah, just a bizarre one. 8-0. Extremely low scoring. I'm not sure I've ever seen a shutout in the first quarter of a basketball game in the 2 or 3 years we've been doing this.
You got a couple of set plays, your bread and butter, you go too early just to kind of break the seal, and nothing has worked. And they've clearly got some scores on that in that Alexandria lineup. Just can't get a rhythm going offensively. Credit to the Beavers.
Credit to the Beavers in an 8-point lead as we start the second quarter. High school basketball is always presented by the Bob Johnson Auto Group as well as Northern Lights at Evans Mills Raceway and Seacom Credit Union as we're in Beaver River. I've asked you this before. Is it Casterland? Is it Beaver Falls?
This is technically Beaver Falls.
Beaver Falls.
You got Casterland, New Bremen,
New
Beaver
Bremen.
Falls, Krogan.
St. Croix.
Beaver Falls.
Long on the jumper, won't go, and it's rebounded, taken away by Alexandria. Beaver Falls, your backyard, Ron.
It is. I come here every day.
Alexandria trying to get on the board.
There
They will.
we go. Break the seal. Bryden Baker with a triple.
First bucket of the game, and it comes from beyond the arc. 8-3. Lehman out to St. Croix. Sets the screen now on Watson. Back up top. Knight from 3.
Bang again. Knight's got the hot hand suddenly. Answers the triple.
Alexandria gets on the board, and Beaver River answers right back. Able to save it in the far corner was Faith Watson. Now up top. Rylan Bain gets the screen out to the near side, deflected by St. Croix and out of bounds into the Beavers bench. 14 on the shot clock. Watson up top for Bryden Baker. Handed off for Bain. Bain out to the near corner, has Watson. Watson
Another triple.
off the front iron, rebounded by Reese Lehman, and Lehman the other way. Lehman, St. Croix, thought about it.
I thought she was going to put that one up.
Linedecker out to Knight. Knight, couple of fakes into the paint. Handed off for Lehman. Driving in, Reese Lehman, shot
nice
blocked.
block.
Lehman nearly came up with her own rebound. Instead, it's Watson.
That was a great block. Great hands.
Bryden Baker. Notably, no DeAnge out there to start the second quarter for Alexandria. Watson steps into the shot. That one's short. Again, rebounded by Lehman. St. Croix the other way. Has Knight up ahead. Finds her now. Knight traveled.
Kind of curious on the DeAnge move to have her on the bench. Very well could just be a rest, scheduled rest, but she just looked frustrated at the end of that first quarter. I wonder if he's giving her a chance to take a couple minutes, watch what's going on the court, relax a little bit, and then go back into the game. Guess we'll never know, but she looked frustrated near the end of that first quarter.
Fight for the loose ball, and Knight able to get it to St. Croix, who cuts in, tried the left-handed layup, won't get it to go, and Watson comes up with a rebound. Faith Watson gets the screen, pass out to the near side, mid-range jumper. Doesn't get the roll. Linedecker with a rebound. Murphy up ahead for Lehman. Lehman bounce pass to Knight underneath. Won't go. Lehman fighting for the offensive board. Linedecker foul underneath.
Good work inside.
Foul on Rylan Bain.
I think Linedecker's on the line. She doesn't realize it. I believe the foul was on her shot, but nobody wants the line here. No, I guess they're going to go into the basket. What do I know? It looked like she was shooting, but maybe not.
Foul on the floor is the decision. And this one's going to be a shooting foul. And that'll send Hannah Rogie to the line. Came right back into the game and immediately to the free throw line for 2.
Nice stroke.
Makes the first. Second one short, so 1 of 4 from the line for Rogie to start here. 12-3, the lead for Beaver River. Alexandria the other way. Ball into Haley Fadden. Fadden shot blocked.
Biggest lead of the game for the Beavers at 9, looking to build on it. Oh, yeah, she couldn't get the handle and took an extra step.
Travel called on Murphy on the far side. Abby Edgar back in for the Ghosts. Edgar off the inbound play, had it taken away. Linedecker with his steal. Murphy
Nice pass.
underneath. St. Croix won't go. Linedecker offensive rebound. Able to get it out to Lehman, who goes right to the basket,
And
draws the foul.
Nice look for Linedecker instead of going up with it. Found her teammate. Kind of thought one of them would break out the press here at some point, and it worked.
Lehman doesn't get the roll on the first. Nor the second. Linedecker fighting for the offensive rebound. And able to control it is Breidenbaker on the far sideline. Foul now here.
They call that on Lehman or Linedecker? I think if that was Lehman, I believe that was her second.
Beaver River again with a press, though, and Lehman comes up with the steal. Won't get the roll.
And
Offensive
gets a rebound.
Out to Rogie. Bounce pass for Linedecker. Mid-range shot. Too strong. Rebounded by Peyton Breidenbaker the other way. Out to the far sideline. Long 2 from Watson. Off the front iron. Offensive rebound. Bain.
Nice position.
And the second chance. Second basket of the game for the Purple Ghosts. 12-5. 4:07 remaining in the first half. In the defensive battle. St. Croix mid-range jumper, too strong. Linedecker offensive rebound and one.
She's been active coming in off the bench. She's got her hand on a lot of balls down there.
Been terrific on the offensive glass. And a chance for a three-point play. As Knight back in for Beaver River.
Nice three-point play.
Lead up to 10. Lehman nearly came up with a steal in the full court press.
That's a walk, but I guess they're going to let it slide.
Turns into 2 points. Haley Fadden with a layup from the right side, 15-7.
A little more fluid offense on both ends of the court here in the second quarter.
Rogie dishing back out for Murphy. Bounce pass for Knight. Knight step back. Now in some trouble. Bounce pass into Rogie. Rogie turns, throws one up with the right hand, in and out. And the ball poked free for Ryland Bain up the near side. She was guarded by Knight, who will retreat into the paint. Out to the near side, Abby Edgar steps into the mid-range shot. That one in and out. Rebounded by Linedecker.
Not sure how that came out.
A couple of shots at
shot.
both ends that
Yeah.
look like they should have fallen. Neither of them did. Murphy stops at the free throw line, hands off for Lehman. Now Knight. Knight, I think, was expecting the screen. Now Lehman driving in. Offensive 3 seconds.
Yeah, she kind of set up camp in there on that low post.
So we've seen one at both ends now. Offensive
Yeah.
3 seconds.
Hey, you could go all season without seeing one. We've seen 2 in the first half. Deange back on the floor.
Watson up top. Little zone here from Beaver River. Now out to the near side. Bryden Baker able to save it. Steps into the mid-range. Short. Comes loose for Linedecker. Lehman up ahead. Rogie trying to go underneath. Off a foot and out of bounds.
She tried to pass that. Instead, got it to go off out of bounds off a ghost.
Lehman inbound with 2:20 to go in the first half. Linedecker against DeAnge. Up top. Knight from 3. Short. Comes out to Murphy, who had it taken away by Fadden, and then right back to Linedecker. DeAnge comes up with this one. DeAnge against Lehman. Into the corner. Picked up the dribble. Back to DeAnge. Trying to go underneath. Bounce pass out to Edgar. Now up top, Watson. Shot clock down to 10 for the Ghosts.
Got another 3-second?
It was another 3-second violation.
They are all over that.
They've been consistent with it. Now full court press from Alexandria. Lehman gets it out to Bennett.
I don't think she really wants to handle the ball coming up the court.
Looked a little unsteady. Gets called for the travel with 1:35 remaining. DeAnge off the inbound. Thought about the 3. Instead, we'll get it back.
Take that one.
That one too strong. Lehman with a rebound. Trying to go the other way in transition. Lehman lays it in with the right hand. Lead back up to 10. Minute 15 to go in the first half. Abby Edgar in the near corner, guarded by St. Croix. Picked up her dribble, bounce pass inside. Good feed.
A great pass.
Too strong on the close range shot for Watson. Here's Bennett the other way. Bennett throws it up. Draws the foul. We'll head to the line for 2.
I think that's 2 on DeAnge. She sat out a good chunk of the quarter.
First one off the left iron and out from Bennett. Second one rolls in. DeAnge up over half court. Out to Watson. Pass intended for Fadden down low was taken away by Linedecker. Here's Bennett the other way. Back to Linedecker. Linedecker gets her own rebound and then can't get the second chance to go.
Boy, she's been active. She's got to have 6-7 rebounds already.
Edgar.
And almost another steal.
Terrific effort off the bench. It's the type of play you just coaches have got to love from a sixth man off the bench to be able to come in and affect the game in that way, defensively, offensively on the glass. DeAnge from downtown, too strong, rebounded by St. Croix. Yeah, Lehman took a couple of steps there before going up with a shot. Called for it. 24.1 shot clock turned off here at the end of the first half of play. 11-point lead for the host Beavers over the visiting Purple Ghosts. Fadden, mid-range shot from just beyond the free throw line.
She's laying out of bounds there. Ball under her leg.
Shot was no good from Watson, and then out of bounds.
Good spot for the press here. Going 9.5 seconds. Make them earn it going up the court.
Bennett picked up her dribble. Gets it to St. Croix. They have 3. They are going to get one off.
Wow. She got a nice shot off.
Just a little high off the glass, and it won't go for Reese Lehman. Lehman, though, at least unofficially, according to Zach Zabriskie, with 6 points to lead all scorers Alexandria with just 7 total as they trail by 11 here at the end of the first half of play. Just really good defensive basketball.
Absolutely. I think the coaches got to go in at halftime and kind of figure out something that's going to work on offense, especially the Ghosts. Just can't get anything going. That defense for Beaver River, hands, they're great on the boards. They're solid. They don't commit a lot of fouls. I guess the refs will go into halftime and sharpen up their eyes for that 3-second call. They've only found 3 so far. But yeah, great defensive effort, both sides of the court.
So 18-7, the low-scoring first half of play from Beaver River as they host the Alexandria Purple Ghosts. A couple of teams looking to get back over 500 as we head to our halftime break. High school basketball brought to you, as always, by the Bob Johnson Auto Group. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Volkswagen, new, used, whatever it is, doesn't matter. Bob Johnson's got your ride home of the $5 Friday car wash, as well as our friends up at Evans Mills Raceway Park with the Northern Lights happening all holiday season up until New Year's. And Seacom Credit Union with 9 retail locations around northern New York and Vermont. Their newest branch on Route 3 in Watertown, been there a while. Right across from the town center with all of those stores, Target Plaza, as well as our friends at the Watertown Wolves. A couple of games coming up for them this weekend. Ron, you'll be on your own here, I think. Friday night, I'll be there.
Flying solo Friday?
You'll be here again, as we'll have Beaver River Boys on Friday coming up for us. Again, thank you to everybody for supporting our live streams here at NBC Watertown. Halftime score 18-7, Beaver River with the lead. We'll be back in about 8 minutes. Welcome back to Beaver River for the second half of high school basketball on NBC Watertown. The Beavers with an 11-point lead, 18-7 over the Alexandria Purple Ghosts as we get underway in the second half. Connor Lalone alongside Ron Rockwood here in Beaver Falls, we decided?
This is Beaver Falls, yes.
Beaver Falls. There's too many of them. I get confused. Beaver Falls. Because when I come across the bridge, it says New
Which
Bremen.
way did you come in?
It says New Bremen on 26 when I came in, 126. So I got a little confused when I was coming in. Offensive rebound and then taken away by Alexandria.
If you came in on 126 through Carthage, you came through Casterland, and you're now in Beaver Falls. New Bremen is at the end of this road.
Foul on the floor. And Watson, maybe Watson will head to the line. I thought they called it on the floor. They did. Okay. So Beaver Falls.
Bob Giordano Court. They just put a picture of Bob up here in the last week or two. You see it on the end of the court.
I think it's the only court we go to. Foul underneath. That's got a name after. It's named after somebody who has it on the court. I think it's one of the only places we have around that's like that. It's a really cool.
He is a local legend. He was a basketball staple here for a long time.
Bryden Baker to the line for 2 shots. First one short to the right. And the Beaver at half court is pretty cool as well.
Yeah, we get some opposing coaches who aren't thrilled with the amount of lines that are on the court here. But you got limited gym space, a lot of PE classes, so we got pickleball out there, volleyball, obviously basketball.
Rogie with the mid-range jumper.
All right, we got some scoring to talk about here. We can get rid of the chit-chat and get back to the game.
Bryden Baker's mid-range shot won't go. And then foul is called against Watson as Beaver River is trying to push the tempo. Lehman trying to go the other way. Lehman with a terrific first quarter. St. Croix to inbound in front of the scorer's table. Gets it in to Bennett. Bennett looking for somebody. Finds Knight in the corner. Knight off the screen. Lost the handle, though. Ball still loose. Jump ball. And it'll stay down here in front of us. Beaver River basketball. 18 on the shot clock for him here with 6:36 to go in quarter number 3. Rogie trying to get open off the screen. Instead, it's out to the far side for Knight. Knight trying to go underneath. Out for the double dribble.
Back to that limited offense for the Ghosts, just like they started the first half. Scoreless here so far in the third quarter.
Bryden Baker up top for Watson, now handed off. DeAnge driving in. Up against Rogie, nearly lost the handle, but able to get it away to Fadden, and then all the way across the court for Watson. Watson.
Another shot clock.
Again, I think they just lost track of that 30-second count. Didn't realize they were running out of time and unable to get a shot off.
I feel like they run a set, and they'll get, like that case, DeAnge was going around the pick to try to get to the basket. When that got cut off, they've kind of got to reset, and they're not used to that, I feel like.
Fadden with the steal for the Ghosts. Here's Watson the other way. Came to the stop. Able to hand it off for Bryden Baker. Now outside, DeAnge steps back into the corner. Long two from Bryden Baker. Short, missed everything, out of bounds. Beavers basketball.
Timeout Beavers.
With 5:37 to go in the third quarter.
Quick moving game, not a ton of whistles. quiet crowd tonight. Haven't had a ton to cheer about. I mean, the Beavers have a nice, comfortable lead, but not a lot of scoring here. A third of the way through the third quarter, sitting on 20-7. You like good, sound defensive basketball, this is your game. St. Croix will bring it inbounds, 5:37 to go, third quarter. Gets it tonight. Was looking for Rogie, but couldn't get it, so she's going to work it herself underneath. Oh, nice move. Brought the baseline and got back under the basket, got herself an open look, just couldn't finish it, but she's going to have 2 from the line.
This is as good a look as I think either offense has produced all game. The Knight got right to the basket. First one rattles in.
Nice.
And one, was surprised how open she was, and 2, just a little bit too much underneath the basket to get a great look off. And, of course, 3 was fouled, so makes both from the line.
I think I'll see her brother Matt on Friday at the boys' game. And I see their grandfather quite a bit. He's a golf buddy of mine, Lee. He was quite a basketball player in his day as well.
Runs in the family.
It does. I'm going to guess he spent some time with these guys out at the hoop when they were younger. And probably still now. I'm guessing he can hold his own. Lee's pretty good shape.
Shot from Bain was no good, and Fasshauer nearly came up with a rebound, but instead, Beaver River the other way. Pass underneath for Rogie was tipped and taken away. Here's Ryland Bain the other way. Up top. Steps into the long
there
three. DeAnge rattles it in.
Just a matter of time before she put one down.
Surprised we haven't seen more of that, the way they've struggled offensively. Here's St. Croix up the near sideline. Against DeAnge. Jump ball.
Wow. Good defense. I think she was expecting St. Croix to try to go by, and when she stopped, she ended up with her hand on the ball for the jump.
You don't see that too often, the one-hand contest for a jump ball, but that's what it was. Peyton Breidenbaker and a Fasshauer out for DeAnge. Thought about the 3, instead goes into the corner for Watson, who tries to drive against Rogie. Pass deflected. Watson comes up with it, tries to get it out, and will to DeAnge. Down to 8 on the shot clock. They'll get one off this time. Breidenbaker with a shot, won't go. Fight for the loose ball. Good battle on the court. Jump ball. Beaver River basketball.
Good hard-nosed play into the basket. I'm not sure they realize it's Beaver River ball. They're all hanging out under the basket like they were going to bring it in.
And they will stick with the press. Beaver River able to break it. Lehman
Nice
underneath
pass.
for Knight. Knight up over. Fasshauer won't get it to go. DeAnge with the rebound through some contact and able to corral it. And will carry over half court. DeAnge into the corner. Bounce pass for Fasshauer. Shot will not go, but a foul whistled against Emily Knight underneath. And 2 coming up for Sierra Fasshauer at the charity stripe. Trailing by 12, 22-10. Just over halfway gone in quarter number 3.
Nothing doing on the first one. Trying to trim into that 12-point lead. Every point counts in a game low scoring as this one. You hate to give away the freebies at the line.
Second no good as well. Rebounded by Lehman, who's been all over the defensive glass. Lost the handle this time, though, taken away by Watson. And DeAnge the other direction for Alexandria. Against St. Croix, pass into the corner for Breidenbaker. Again, a battle for the loose ball, and again a jump. This time it will stay with the Ghosts.
Not the best pass there from DeAnge, but she got good handle with both hands. You don't honestly see that a lot, especially in the girls' game. Strong with both hands, but she's good from either side.
Foul underneath on the shot for Bain. They're going to get Hannah Rogie for it. Bump Bain from behind. And again, Alexandria to the line. In and out.
Boy.
rattled around and came back out.
As much as they're struggling from the field, they've left a lot of points on the line. Oh, this is the 4th shot here in the last 30 seconds. Finally got one of them. They turned Beaver River over several times here in the 3rd quarter. They just can't put points on the board. Almost got another turnover.
Lehman gets it back from St. Croix. Foul is going to go against Peyton Breidenbaker. Back into the game for the Beavers. Malia Leindecker, who was all over the place in that first half. In a good way, all over the place on the boards.
She didn't see that one coming. Lehman got a little nervous and threw that one before the target was looking for it.
DeAnge, bounce pass for Bain. Bain against Lehman. Bounce pass into the paint. And then out of bounds, last touch, Abby Edgar. Another turnover for the Purple Ghosts. Beaver River got to get the ball in bounds. They do. Tessa Murphy over half court, and then too tall for Leindecker. Did a good job to carry the ball there over half court. In and around some pressure, but just too much on the pass for Leindecker underneath.
I haven't really paid attention. I'm going to watch here the next couple times the Beavers bring it up the court.
Three-pointer from Bain won't go, and then a foul underneath.
Nice.
Count the bucket for Breidenbaker.
I don't know if it's an intentional move by the Ghosts, not letting Lehman or St. Croix get the ball coming out of bounds, so they're forcing some other players to bring the ball up the court. If it's intentional, it's been a great move because it's caused several turnovers. Or I don't know if it's just happened that way, but good, honest 3-point play there. Cuts the lead. This is as close as they've been since midway through the 2nd quarter.
Timeout Beaver River with 2:48 to go in the 3rd quarter. That's the thing. As much as the offense has struggled for Alexandria, they're still in the game. The defense has done a terrific job for them as it has for Beaver River. Both teams have held the other team in check, and Alexandria has given themselves a chance here. Still plenty of time left. 2:48 in the 3rd. Lead down to 8.
Like I said, they've really turned the Beavers over here several times in this 3rd quarter. It's allowed them to stay in it despite their not great shooting percentage. Beavers coming back with Leindecker. She was very active in that end of the 1st quarter through the 2nd quarter. I think she had 7 boards, a few points, hands all over the ball on both ends.
Lehman gets it here off the inbound. Leindecker, 7 points, 7 boards, 3 points in that first. As you were mentioning, Ron. Here's Knight driving in, throws one up with the right hand. That's out of bounds last touch.
I believe it went off the leg. Leindecker got a hand on it and then went off of Fasauer's leg.
St. Croix on the inbound. Gets it in. Lehman faked the shot, driving in. And again, a fight for the loose ball. Stays with Beaver River. 12 on the shot clock. 2:30 in the quarter. St. Croix into the corner for Murphy. Up top, Knight fakes the 3, steps in. 5 on the shot clock. St. Croix from 3. Too strong. In and out of the hands of DeAnge. Another jump ball.
Oh.
There's been some good hard-nosed battles for the rebounds and loose balls in this game.
And clean. I mean, you don't feel like it's clean when you see girls rolling around on the floor going after the ball, but it's been clean. No dirty fouls. Not a lot of fouls, honestly, in the game. Just tough, hard-nosed defense and great effort.
DeAnge up top off the handoff. Gets the screen from Fasauer into the corner. Bryden Baker mid-range shot. That's off the back iron. Offensive rebound. Bain shot blocked from behind.
Wow.
She's actually called for the travel. It's interesting.
Felt like she went right back up with it, but
again, the press from the Ghosts. They get it in bounds to Linedecker, and then Linedecker traveled. Took the step before putting the ball on the court. I think you're right, Ron. I think that's a concerted effort from Alexandria to deny Reese Lehman the basketball on the inbounds.
And it's working.
Force somebody else to beat him. Bain, no good, but an offensive rebound for Edgar. Back out. Oh. In and out from Bryden Baker. Again, a loose ball underneath. Again, a jump. And again, Beaver River basketball.
Just got a different feel in this third quarter. It's almost like Beaver River's hanging on. They just haven't gotten even a lot of shots off. They've been turned over, and they are definitely. Bryden Baker is staying right with Lehman as soon as the inbounds happens.
And still an 8-point lead, though, for Beaver River. Linedecker able to come up with that loose ball. Gets it out to Bennett. Bennett throws one up with the right hand. Offensive rebound. No, defensive taken away by Bain, and Bain the other way. DeAnge thought about the three. Got one to go earlier in the quarter.
Nice pass.
Bain with a mid-range shot off the side of the backboard. This one was not tied up long enough to be a jump. DeAnge out to the far side around Linedecker, and then the mid-range from Bryden Baker wouldn't go. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Lehman the other way. Knight thought about the three. Steps into the mid-range shot instead. Draws the foul. Foul on Abby Edgar. Sends Emily Knight to the line.
See if she can knock a couple down here, get that lead back up to double digits before the fourth quarter. And nothing but net on that one.
Now the second from Knight. Pure
Sweet.
as well. Lead up to 10. Watson over half court. Came in to replace Bain. DeAnge in a fast hour in the post, and one.
That's a great shot with Linedecker all over her.
A little bit of a different look for Alexandria. I haven't seen him try to really get involved in the post. Sierra Fasshauer able to turn it up and in. Will not convert the N1, but DeAnge offensive rebound. Tries to go right back up with it. And Knight comes up with a board on the glass.
That's a big rebound. Could have had a chance to cut the 6 or even 5 there with a three-point play. And St. Croix answers back to put it back to 10.
Mid-range jumper.
Well, that's a a nice. I thought they might call the travel there. She did a nice job keeping that pivot foot on the ground.
Bennett with a steal.
10 points and the ball. You'd like to see him take the last shot here with about 1 or 2 left on the clock.
5 seconds to go. Knight's going to take
Triple.
Missed everything out of bounds. There'll be one exactly.
There you go.
On the clock.
Going to be tough to get a shot off with 1 second.
They'll get it in. Fasshauer, not enough time to really have a good look. And we'll keep it in her pocket. Lead stays 10 as we head to the fourth quarter of play.
Almost like Alexander's chipping away at that scoring issue. They had nothing in the first quarter. 7 in the second, 9 in the third. They're getting there, but they haven't hit double digits in a quarter, and they're going into this one down double digits. Going to be a tough hill to climb. But Beaver River certainly has not pulled away. I mentioned Emily's grandpa Lee. I just see him now on the other side of the gym. I figured he was here somewhere. Not a lot of basketball games get played here where he's not in the stands. Watching Coach Adams here in the huddle. She's just talking about that offense, getting some people moving. They've gotten a little more stagnant on the offensive end, still playing that great defense. But the offensive end, they need some more movement.
You think that applies specifically to once they get down and get set up, or also on the inbound plays, trying to break that press from Alexandria?
I feel like she was talking more about just from what she was drawing up on the board, it looked like she was talking about the half-court offense, but you know, I think we've kind of found something with that press.
Watson mid-range shot won't go. Fast Hour fighting for the rebound, but it's taken away by Leah Bennett. Bennett has St. Croix behind. Instead, bounce pass into the paint for Lehman. Back out. Bennett driving in.
Yep. Called the travel. Alexandria's going to find themselves here soon running out of possessions. They've got to start cashing in.
Watson up top, all the way around. Edgar into the paint for Fast Hour. Tall pass, but handled by Bryden Baker. Shot won't go. Fast Hour offensive rebound. And two coming up at the line for Alexandria here. Foul win against Knight, as the first free throw is no good for Sierra Fasthauer. One more coming up. Trying to cut that lead to single digits, and they won't. Rebounded. Well, it was rebounded by Knight, who then ran into Lehman, lost the handle out of bounds. So Purple Ghosts will get the basketball under the hoop down to our left-hand side. Fasthauer. Edgar. Into the corner. Watson shot blocked.
Lehman was all over that. It's a good stretch.
Stays Alexandria basketball. 19 on the shot clock. DeAnge. Into Bryden Baker, cutting into the paint. And
she walked. Good hands. Tried to make that pass. Somebody got a hand on it. Had nowhere to go with it. Took that extra step. Bryden Baker has given Lehman no chance to get the ball.
This one deflected out by Abby Edgar. So Beaver River will have to do it again from the near sideline down to our left. Timeout called again by Beaver River.
I think this time Coach Adams might be talking about the press.
Certainly something they've had a little bit of difficulty here in the second half with.
Yeah, it's really kept Alexandria in the game. I mean, down 10, but this could easily have gotten out of hand, and they've turned the Beavers over enough here in the third quarter and starting here in the fourth that their defense has kept them in it. They just cannot get the ball in the basket.
6:52 remaining in the fourth quarter. It's a 10-point lead. And
nice
immediately
pass.
able to break the press as Lehman got to the basket, didn't get the shot to go, got her own rebound, and then draws the foul.
Called the foul on Bryden Baker. Lehman a chance to extend that lead a little bit. I'm not sure the clock ran for that entire sequence, but I thought we were at 6:46 before.
Lehman makes the first. Second one off to the near side. Bryden Baker with a rebound. 1 of 2 from the line that time for Reese Lehman. Foul underneath.
I think Bennett.
Called for the block. It's on the floor. Second foul on Beaver River here in the fourth. Inbound to Fasthauer. Set shot off the inbound play wouldn't go, and then an offensive rebound and a foul will send Faith Watson to the line. Watson misses the first. That's something Alexandria,
They've left a lot of points on the line.
they'll look back, I think, on this one, regardless of what happens here in the remaining 6:32. And
don't
think that
expect
they
to
could
make-
improve.
Yeah, you don't expect to make all of them, but boy, if they make half, we've probably got a 3 or 4 point game here. I don't know the exact numbers, but they've left a lot of points on the line.
Watson was 1 of 2
On
from
the
the line,
baseline.
and then the press able to force a turnover. St. Croix got the ball back, but was out of bounds. Watson looking to inbound. Going to heave it long. Edgar, bounce pass into Watson. Watson too strong, but an offensive rebound. Effective pass, really, to Breidenbaker.
gonna say,
Wasn't intended, but
Generous calling that an offensive rebound. I think that was an errant shot that became a pass.
timeout called by Alexandria with 6:16 to go. Yeah, how do you qualify that? Is it a rebound if it never touched the glass or the rim?
That didn't touch anything but the last person's hand, but if I'm keeping stats, I'm not giving a rebound to that.
Zach shaking his head. No, he didn't either. 6:16 to go in the game.
You just feel like there's going to come a minute or two here where Alexandria's going to put 2 or 3 buckets in, and we're going to have a ball game. They just hanging around. They just cannot put the ball in the hole. I think Deange has just that triple. Is that the only point she has? Just that 3 coming out of the half?
It's the only 3 Zach has
Wow.
on his stats sheet over there.
They've done an excellent job taking her out of her game.
Here she is on the near
Another
side
triple.
from 3
There it is. Double it up.
on cue. Speak it into existence, Ron.
You just feel like something's about to come here.
Linedecker lost the handle, taken away. Breidenbaker, who couldn't control it. Jump ball.
Alex
Again.
Ball. Beaver River has controlled this game from the opening quarter, and they're in danger here of finding themselves in a dogfight with a few minutes left.
All the way around, Watson to Breidenbaker. Deange now patrolling the outside. Pass deflected, kept in bounds by Watson. Deange driving into the paint, throws it up with the right hand, won't get it to go. Offensive rebound, then taken away by St. Croix. St. Croix up ahead for Lehman. Lehman in transition. Doesn't get the roll. Offensive rebound
And another jump ball.
for Bennett on the offensive glass.
That's one of the few times Lehman hasn't been able to finish up ahead of the pack. She's done a great job finishing on those breakaways. And that looked like it was
Right in line.
right on line. It's coming right at us.
Too strong. Rebounded by Alexandria. Deange out to the far side. Mid-range shot. Too strong from Watson. Rebound by Rogie. Hannah Rogie now into the paint. Up with the right hand.
Wow, found herself all alone.
Just got up ahead of everyone in a purple shirt and able to turn it in. Deange into the corner. Dangerous pass. And then through some contact and one. Peyton Breidenbaker heading to the line. Trying to keep it interesting. 4:53 to go. And a chance to cut the lead to 6.
It has not been 6 since the first quarter.
First quarter that ended 8-0.
8-0. There it is. We got a 6-point game with 5 to go.
Again, the press. They do get it inbound to Bennett this time, and then she's trapped in the corner. Bennett.
And a steal by Deange. Not sure if they gave her possession, if they're going to leave the... Well, they've only got a few seconds to get it over half court here. I don't know if they realize it.
St. Croix can throw it long. They kind of have to do that here. They get it inbound. It's Lehman. Lehman
Oh, nice look.
has Rogie.
Nice look. That's a great pass.
That's the way to break the press.
Wow, that's great court vision to see her off her shoulder.
And timeout called Alexandria with 4:33 to go.
That's a big play in this game. That easily, with 3 seconds to go to get over half court, could have been another turnover in what was already a 6-point game. Instead, they get a breakaway and a great pass for a layup and make it 8. That's a big point. Still got 4 minutes to go. Alexandria's got a little something working, but we may look back on that as a key point in the game.
Stop that little run from Alexandria. They had cut it down to 6. Again, the closest they've been since midway through that first quarter when it was 6-0.
They found a little offensive rhythm, and they've kept to that press. That's really disrupted the flow for Beaver River. I mean, night and day. It's almost like you can watch the inbound play, and if Lehman gets her hands on the ball, generally they're going to get it up to this end of the court pretty easily, and generally they're at least going to get off a good shot. And when she doesn't touch it, for the most part, they're turning it over.
Breidenbaker handed off for Edgar. Edgar in the corner, in the fast hour in the paint. Shot won't go. Breidenbaker rebound. Jump ball. There's been a lot of those tonight. DeAnge into the corner. Fasshauer up top for Edgar. Trying to set the screen for DeAnge. She'll get it back to Fasshauer outside. They work it all the way around for Watson. Watson thought about the step back. Instead, we'll go to Fasshauer. Hook shot with the right hand won't go, and a solid rebound for Emily Knight. St. Croix back to Knight. Knight will hold. Going to get it back from Lehman. Fakes the pass and cuts underneath the basket. Foul underneath as Knight tried to get to the painted area. Go against Abby Edgar with 3:50 to go. St. Croix gets it inbound to this near corner. Long two won't go for Bennett. And then Alexandria able to save it. No whistles here. And Rogie comes up with a basketball.
Finishes. Nice. Back up to 10.
Long two. Edgar missed everything. And then Rogie trying to box out.
Knocked that in off her. That was a good play. They just got a hand on it and knocked it off of Rogie's foot.
Ready to come back in for Beaver River is Leindecker.
She'll give Knight a breather.
Watson inbound. Edgar right off the inbound play was wide open underneath. Inbound Lehman over half court trying to find Leindecker. Leindecker for Rogie. DeAnge got a hand on it. Rogie saved it. And then this one's out of bounds. Last touch by Edgar. Beaver River basketball. Up top, Rogie driving in, shot with a right hand.
She's scored quite a bit here in the second half. I don't know what Statman's got down there, but that's 3 or 4 buckets for her inside, I think, right in the fourth quarter.
We're leading all scorers with 13. DeAnge shot won't go. Leindecker with a rebound underneath. This time it's a foul and not a jump ball. That one goes on Breidenbaker, and she will check out. Hannah Stein into the game for the Purple Ghosts with 2:51 to go. Pass up ahead. Lehman, Leindecker now stops, pops. Too strong. Rebound.
Nice.
And a big offensive rebound by Bennett.
Well, she was going to come out and take that 3.
Pass denied for Rogie underneath.
Nice play.
Watson. Fasshauer turns. Doesn't get it to go. Gets her own rebound. Pushes it back out. DeAnge from downtown. In and out. And Rogie with a rebound. Hannah Rogie's kind of taken over the game here in the fourth quarter. St. Croix hassled from behind. Left-handed shot won't go. Gets her own rebound. Puts it on the court. Loses it out of bounds.
I don't don't think anybody touched it. I don't know if they called it. Yeah, nobody touched it.
Lead has crept back up to 10 with 2:07 to go.
They can't really have any more empty possessions here. If they have any hope of getting back in this game, they've got to score, Alexandria that is, every time they get the ball.
There's a three from Watson. Fasshauer offensive rebound. Gets it out to DeAnge. Sincerity driving in, lost the handle, taken away. Linedecker came up with a loose ball. Jump ball again. This time Beaver River will keep possession.
Has the king of stats been keeping track of the number of jump balls? Because that's got to be close to 2 dozen.
I think it's something about this court. Seems like every time I'm down
You're right.
here, there's tons of jump balls. Another steal for Alexandria, and the quick shot won't go. St. Croix with a rebound. She's hassled by Watson. A little shovel pass up ahead for Lehman. That one falls out to Bennett, who puts it in for 2.
You might be onto something. Beaver River's got a long wrestling tradition here. Maybe that scrapping for the ball feeds from that. But you're right. I think the last time I did a game here, there were just a crazy number of jump balls. Up 12 with just over a minute. Looks like it should be safe.
Foul on Lehman. Bennett will check out, replaced by Knight. So Beaver River goes big now with Rogie, Knight, and Linedecker all out there. St. Croix and Lehman, the other two. For Alexandria, it's DeAnge and Stein in the backcourt.
Back to 10. Not totally out of the question yet, but
Watson
Beaver should use some clock.
able to get a hand on it. Watson deflects it out of bounds. Watson, Fasshauer, and Edgar, the other 3, on the court for the Purple Ghosts with 1:08 to go.
A loose wheel on the official. Gonna tighten up the lug nuts, and we'll be back to action here.
Loose wheel. Lehman off the inbound. Pass deflected by DeAnge, out of bounds. They'll try it again. 16 on the shot clock. Minute 2 remaining in the game. St. Croix in the Lehman. Back to St. Croix.
Deep 3. I thought she might take it.
Steps into the mid-range instead. Offensive rebound, Knight. Knight goes right back up with it. Missed everything. That one's out of bounds. Who touched it last? Abby Edgar did. So the shot clock resets. Beaver River keeps the basketball. Lehman. Harassed. Ball came free. And then a jump ball again.
Oh, she's strong. Jeez.
Alexandria basketball down 10. 42.3 remaining. DeAnge. Edgar.
You're going to want to shoot here.
They will. They'll let one go. It missed everything. Linedecker touched it, though, and it's out of bounds. So Purple Ghosts retaining the basketball with 30 on the game clock. Up top. Long 2 again. That one's pure.
Shot.
Hannah Stein gets on the board.
That clock should have stopped on the made basket. They got no idea where the clock was. Yeah, they lost 2 or 3 seconds there.
Going to correct it now. We got 2.6 up there. They lost a lot of time.
I think they want 26 seconds, and that's not quite what that says. Yeah, we get to mention Kogut again. Let's see if, oh, there we go. He didn't have to go fix the clock.
So they do get it to 26. Nothing on the shot clock right now. Inbound.
Oh.
Ball's out of play. Shot clock obviously turned off under 30. Watson right down in front of Cody Wheeler on our camera this evening. Underneath. Thought about the three, Stein. DeAnge. Pass
nice
down low.
pass.
Fasshauer. Great feed. Just can't get the bucket.
That's a
And
great
Rogie with a
look.
rebound. That'll seal it for Beaver River. Her play in that fourth quarter, really the difference.
Rogie absolutely took over both ends. That's a nice win. Great defensive play on really both ends. But Beaver River's defense controlled that game because their offense disappeared for a while.
Stifled by the Alexandria press for much of that second half, but when they were able to break it, they got buckets when they needed them from Lehman and Rogie, especially in that fourth quarter, and able to come out on top with a 37-29 lead. They'll improve to 2-1 on the year. Alexandria will go to 2-3 with a loss here in Beaver Falls. For Cody Wheeler, Zach Zabriskie, and Ron Rockwood, my name's Connor Lalone. We'd like to thank you all again for tuning in to high school basketball on NBC Watertown, presented by the Bob Johnson Auto Group, home of the $5 Friday car wash, as well as Northern Lights at Evans Mills Raceway Park, happening up until New Year's, and CCOM Credit Union locations throughout the North Country, including Route 3 on Watertown, in Watertown on the way to Sackett's Harbor. We'll be on our way to Sackett's Harbor tomorrow night as they'll host the Copenhagen boys, and then we'll be back here on Friday. At least three of us will be.
Looking forward to it.
As the Beaver River boys host Belleville Henderson. That's what's on the schedule for us coming up this week at NBC Watertown. Again, thank you all for tuning in. We hope you have a great rest of the week, and maybe we'll catch you one of those games coming up later in the week. Thanks again.
Have a great night, everybody.